I'm Anne-Marie Elias and I'm also known as the Chief Disruptor. The other program that I worked on and that still continues today is when I worked for the Minister for Ageing and Disability in 2011, we looked at the fact that aged care was going to be a responsibility of the Commonwealth. But my concern was that 80% of older people age in place. So that means they're actually in our suburbs, on our streets. And I had to convince the New South Wales government to write a whole of government ageing strategy for those 80% of older people. And so we delivered a whole of government ageing strategy, which has been updated and so forth. That was in 2012. But the key part of that is that every ageing strategy or every strategy that is formulated by government that is whole of government has an interdepartmental committee attached to it. They're called IDCs. They have only ever been with people from government on those IDCs. So I challenged the status quo, which is what I seem to do best. And I said, well, why don't we have external people on that IDC to ensure that we are working on track and we have some scrutiny from external organisations. So we put Catherine Greiner, who is the chair of the Ministerial Advisory Council on Ageing, on that committee, and also a representative from Council on the Ageing. And that is still continuing today. And I kid you not, I've actually been stopped in the street by public servants that are on that committee that say to me, oh, I remember you set that up and thank you, it works really, really well. So I think those two things in particular I'm extremely proud of because they have been sustainable over many, many years, and I believe that they have changed the way or challenged the way that we might work, which is public-private partnership wise. You work across sectors, and that's probably the best way, in my humble opinion, that we can deliver better services to people. I was told by the bureaucrats that this could not happen, that it had never happened before, and that it couldn't happen now. And I was told that if I really wanted it to happen, I'd have to get permission from the Premier, which I did. So, you know, like again, that was gutsy. I was in my 40s definitely by that stage. And so I went to the Premier and I got his sign off to create this new way of working. And so for me, I think I believe in accountability and I believe in scrutiny and I believe in partnership. And I think to have any committee that only has one set of people on it that are from the same government, so there's no one challenging, well, why are we doing this way, and is that good enough, or whatever, I think just is the way most things happen, and that's why things don't work. I think you do need that external purview.